Hi, good evening, all of you. Hope you are able to view me. Hope you are able to see the screen. Anyone can just please confirm whether I am audible to all of you and you are able to see the copy of the slides, and also you are able to get the clear voice from me. So you can confirm in the comment section or chat box so that I will come to know. So I will not wait for your comment, but yes, you put it so that before the I get the comment within that time, I can just have some introduction on this today's topic. And today's topic is 10 things to know about CDER's pharmaceutical quality functions. This is the today's topic. So, many people will have the question that what is CDER and what are its responsibility, what are its functions and all. And because, we just know that, okay, FDA inspection is there, FDA is coming, FDA is doing the audits. That's it. But how it is at a broad way, at a broad level, what are the responsibility of CDER? So this is the training I purposely plan, so that you will come to know that when the inspection is there, FDA inspection is there, they are doing their job. Please try to understand. We should not fear, we should not have any fear about that. So hope I am audible to all of you, and you are able to see the screen. Please confirm. Okay. So what I was telling, when there is an inspection, FDA inspection, so many people have some fear about the inspection. So you should not have the fear, because the inspector who is coming at your side, they are doing their job just like you are doing your job. You are working in a pharmaceutical company, you have your own responsibilities, roles and responsibilities, you are following your all activities, right? Same way same way the inspector who is coming at your side, he is doing his own responsibility, he is following his own roles. So he is coming for his work, so you should support him for his work. So that's it. That is very simple thing I just want to share with you. Hope everyone is able to view the screen, and I'm audible to all of you. Please put your confirmation on the comment section so that I will come to know. So that is the reason I consider this our today's topic, that is the CDER's quality functions, or you can say that CDER's responsibilities. What are the CDER's responsibilities? What is CDER? What are their top 10 responsibilities? That all we are going to discuss today, right? So I think there is no any comment yet. So please put your comment in the chat box that whether I am audible to all of you, right? So okay, Mr. Anurag and Mr. Arun, thank you for confirming that yes, I am audible and it is perfect. Thank you so much. So, what we are going to discuss today, this is just a brief about the topic, but what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about this importance of the topic, of course, then agenda. So, this is what we are discussing now. Then there will be the short information about me, why it is required to have the training information or the know your trainer slides in the training presentation. The reason is, most of the time what happened, this training session, many companies they consider as an external training. So they take this training, record attendance, and the major requirement when you have the external training, you need to have the CV of the trainer. So that is the reason, to fulfill that, I am putting always the couple of slides as a trainer slide. Then there is some introduction about the CDER and relevance to FDA. What is the relation between the CDER and FDA and all, that we will discuss. Then we will discuss about the key 10 things related to quality, or you can say the 10 major responsibilities of a CDER. That also we will discuss, and all these 10 points we will discuss one by one. Then there will be the vote of thanks, and then a membership program. I will share you some membership program. It is not mandatory, but you can just, the slide is there, so you can go through that. That is not a problem. And then I will share the contact details. During our training session, if you have any question, please put your question in the chat box, or in the comment section. I will respond to your all queries. Okay, this is basically you need to understand. See, if you are working with the FDA, if you are working in a FDA approved plant, so don't consider today that, oh, you are only responsible for some quality functions or QA functions or some production functions or warehouse functions like that, because today you may be at a junior position, but in future you may be at a senior position where you will be responsible to face the FDA inspections and all. So that time, this basic information, you should know that what is the relevance, what is the relation of CDER and FDA and how it works and what are the responsibilities and all. So this will help you to improve or upgrade in your life or career. So this is the thing with respect to our today's overview and you can say the agenda. So there are some couple of slides about the trainer. So my name is Hitendra Kumar Shah. I am a CGMP compliance consultant, trainer and auditor from NADH plus GXP compliance services. I am having more than 23 years of experience. You can go through this all the slide. Okay, if anyone is interested, he or she can pause the video and go through the things. The important point with respect to the my CV, I just want to share you that I am in a auditing role since last more than 13 years, and every month I am conducting 5 to 6 audits. So you can just evaluate or calculate, maybe more than 500 sites are audited till date. I faced a lot of audits like USFDA, NVISA, MHRA, EU GMP and all the other agencies, even WHO Geneva and all. Okay. I have some expertise with respect to the computerized system, and I have audited more than 500 vendors till date. That is what I told you. Okay. Then my work experience. These are the companies where I work. I started my career with the Sun Pharma, and then I, you know, Then I started my job with the Blue Cross Laboratories. I work in Alembic Pharma, which is a 100% export-oriented unit. I work as a quality head with the US Vitamins. I work in the compliance with the Zydus Cadila. Then I was with the AstraZeneca, Sanofi, Mylan. These are all the companies where I work. And since last 6 years, I am in an independent uh, role where I am supporting the pharma companies for the CGMP remediation, third party audits, mock audits, gap audit, due diligence audit, different sort of audits, and also preparing for some regulatory inspections. So even I am providing trainings also to many companies. So this is just a brief about these companies where I work, right? Then about our organization, NADH GXP Compliance Services. This is the registered organization under the Government of India, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is MSME, under the unique registration number MS270137913. This is a unique registration number, that means our organization is registered under the Government of India. Even I am the approved trainer by the Government of India. So Government of India has provided me the approval and I am the approved trainer under the trainer's number TP231534. This is my trainer's unique number given by the Government of India. So I am the approved trainer by the government. This is just brief, and before starting our today's topic, actual topic, I just want to put this disclaimer. Always I put this disclaimer because what happened when I'm conducting this training session, so when I am conducting these training sessions, it is a copy of these training sessions are getting recorded, and you can even access after this time also. If you have some, sometimes some people may face some problem, maybe connectivity problem or maybe some disconnections or network issues and all. So no problem, a copy of this will be always in the YouTube with the same link. You can join this training session after that also. So the point is, whenever you are attending this recorded session in the YouTube, so the point is you need to refer the current guideline requirement, because now whatever I am giving this training, 10 things to know about the quality responsibilities of a CDER. So this is now the current one today, 29th of June 2024. So this will be for a long term in a YouTube. So after about 1 year, 2 year, up to 10 years also it will be in a YouTube. So whenever you are referring these, please refer the current guidelines. That is what I request all of the members, right? So now let us start our today's discussion, and the discussion starts with the introduction. So what is CDR and what is this and all, so this is all we are going to discuss now. So basically, pharmaceutical quality provides the confidence that a patient next dose of a medicine is a safe, effective and available when it is needed. So here please understand that pharmaceutical quality, whenever we are using this word pharmaceutical quality, it is nothing but it should provide the confidence that the patient medicinal dose, whatever the patient is going to use the medicinal dose, it is a safe, remember it is a safe, effective, this is correct, right, and available. That means what? The medicine should be available when it is needed. That is also the responsibility of a pharmaceutical quality. Pharmaceutical quality responsibility is not only just to control the drug product or drug substances for its safety and efficacy and quality, purity and identity, right, but it should be available also whenever it is required. Please understand this. When CDER receives a prescription drug application for approval, it evaluates whether the drug can be made to consistently meet quality standards. Whenever the application is submitted to the CDER for any drug, then it is evaluated whether it will comply the consistent standards of the quality or not. That is what it will be evaluated. Very simple. Okay, I put the in a bullet points to make you very easy language. Pharmaceutical quality is about more than just the quality of a drug itself, correct? It includes the manufacturing facilities and the processes used to manufacture the drug. So whenever we are discussing about the pharmaceutical quality, it includes the evaluation of a manufacturing facility and manufacturing process also. Hope it is clear to you. It is very simple, just an introduction, so I am not much putting the things here. Okay, some of the CDER's pharmaceutical quality functions occur before a prescription drug is approved and reaches the patient. Yes, there are some drugs which are not approved by FDA. Now this is whatever I am telling you, it is with respect to the US FDA. Okay, we have the concept, we have the thought that all the drugs and drug product need to be approved and then only approved by the CDER, and then only it will be available in the market. This is not the case. There are some drugs which may be available but may not be approved by the CDER. Okay, CDER also monitors drug on the market and the facilities making them to ensure continued quality. So in that case, CDER try to monitor these drugs to ensure the continued quality. So that we are going to discuss again in the next slide, that how the drugs are, unapproved drugs are in the market and how it is controlled by the CDER. That also we are going to discuss in the next slides. Okay, don't worry about that. As a part of US FDA, CDER regulates over-the-counter and prescription drugs, including biological, therapeutics, and generic drugs. So, as a part of FDA, so basically CDER is the organization, right? And US FDA is the organization as a long, broad way, and under the FDA, CDER plays its role. So CDER is a part of the US FDA. Please try to understand. Okay, this work covers more than just medicines. So whatever CDER is focusing, it is not only for the focus on the medicines, but also it focuses on fluoride toothpaste, anti sperants, dandruff, shampoos, sunscreens, and all are considered as the drugs. Please understand this. CDER not only focuses on the drugs, but the shampoo, sunscreens, okay, toothpaste which contains fluoride, on this also FDA plays a very important role. FDA has the quality oversight over this type of products. This is the responsibility. So if you somebody, so why I'm discussing this thing, many people think that the toothpaste or the shampoos, these are the consider can be cost this can be considered as a cosmetics, and it may not require, they may have the thought process that it is not required to have FDA approval, but it is not the case. You need to have a FDA approval if you are in the business of shampoos and sunscreen and all, because these are also considered as drugs by the CDER or FDA. So this is just a brief about uh, CDER and all. So let us discuss about um, our today's discussion, and that is the 10 things, right? So what are the uh, 10 things with respect to the responsibilities of a CDER? So many people will ask, then what is meant by CDER, right? CDER is nothing but the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. So the full form of a CDER is a Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. So what happened in US? This is what with respect to US I am telling. Please understand this. US, there is a agency called a US FDA. Under the US FDA, there are the different sections like CDER, which is related to the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. There is another agency like a CBER. Instead of a CDER, there is another called a CBER, where it is related to the Center for Biological Product Evaluation and Research. So under the FDA, different agencies are there. CDER, CBER, right? So what are the responsibilities of this CDER? That we are discussing now one by one. Okay. Hope everyone is with me and understanding the things now, right? So before FDA approval, prescription drug manufacturers must prove that their drugs are safe, effective, and meet quality standards. FDA's quality standards are the same for all drug manufacturer. If the drug manufacturer in United States, or if the drug manufacturer in India or in China or in any other country, they need to follow the same quality standards. And the company, or you can say the establishment is the correct word, the establishment who is submitting the for the FDA approval, they should ensure that the drugs manufactured are safe, effective, and meets the standards of the quality. Hope message is very clear. So the point is, the requirements of requirements, or you can say the quality requirements for given by the CDER are the same, irrespective of the manufacturing in India or United States or any other country, right? Everywhere it is same. The second responsibility, or you can say the second major responsibility of a CDER is CDER works to develop national and international policies that establish quality standards for drug manufacturers. So CDER is not only controls the quality of a product, it also develops, it helps to develop the guidelines, you can say policies and the guidelines. For example, it published guidance document to help drug manufacturers understand the regulatory requirement and best practices, so they can produce high quality of the drugs. You got my point? So it helps to develop the guideline requirement by connecting with the different manufacturers and understand the regulatory requirements also. And also they evaluate the best practices followed in the many companies. So they have the programs. FDA is having a lot of programs. They directly interact with the lot of companies, and the companies can share their practices, best practices to the FDA, and that way these practices are shared by the FDA to all. It works with the industry organization and international regulators to advance pharmaceutical quality policies. Correct? Very simple. So basically CDER works with the different industry organizations. Hope you may be aware that there are some companies, the top end company, of course, top notch companies. They are always connected with the industry organizations and some international regulators, so that they can develop advanced, or you can say the high level of pharmaceutical quality guidelines or policies. CDER's research informs policy development by providing the latest scientific information related to the pharmaceutical quality. So this is the second responsibility. See, whichever is the the key, or you can say the important point, that there I am putting more focus, and also it is highlighted in a bold. You can see in the slide, whichever the point you need to put more focus, I purposely put in a bold language, okay, so that you should focus there. Just like in API manufacturing, the critical process parameters, they normally companies put in the highlight with the bold or maybe italic, so that the user or the people who are working over there, they should focus. So similar way, I put the key points in a bold, so that you should not forget these points. During the review of a drug application, so once you submit a drug application to CDER, they review the drug application. So during the review, CDER examines how the manufacturer will ensure the identity, strength, consistency and purity of the drug. Now here I want to put a focus about the consistency. Normally the earlier focus was identity, strength, quality, purity and identity, and additionally there was the efficacy. So SISPQE. So identity, strength, quality, purity and efficacy. Now the requirement is consistency. Please understand this. Now the FDA, or you can say the CDER. See, FDA is working for CDER only, right? So the main responsibility is ensure it is consistent. Please understand. So that is the reason you can see now most of the 483s or warning letter, they are focusing on the process validation, because with that only you can prove that the process followed is a consistent, right? And also there is a requirement by FDA, that is a stage 3 validation, continued process verification. Now I use the word that requirement by FDA. Actually this is a requirement for you also, continued process verification, right? But why I use the word that it is a requirement for FDA? The reason is FDA is having a more detailed and elaborated guideline, where EU is not having that much of detailed and elaborated guideline with respect to the continued process verification. So irrespective of your business, whether you are dealing with the EU or any other country, if you want to comply the process validation requirement, you need to refer the US FDA guideline on process validation, because the continued process verification is detailed, very nicely detailed in that guideline. While in a EU GMP guideline, there is only a small paragraph, with respect to the continued process verification. And why? Because the CDER focus on the consistency. This is what I want to put your focus here. CDER do this in part by evaluating the manufacturer's facility and manufacturing process to determine whether the drug can be manufactured in line with United States law and regulations. So what is the United States law and regulations? It is nothing but the 21 CFR part 210 and 211. So this is the law. This is the law given by the FDA, United States law, which is a law 21 CFR, Code for Federal Regulation, part 210, 211, that we need to comply. See, I'm a very easy and easy understanding language. Okay. So if you have any questions, you put your question in the chat box. I will respond to your queries. Okay. FDA performs, this is very important for the people who are working in the pharma, because everyone is facing this FDA inspection. FDA performs a risk-based assessment of facilities listed in a drug application, which includes the facilities used to manufacture a drug, laboratories, and packaging facilities. FDA uses inspection as one tool to help ensure facility and process quality. So here what happened, so many companies are submitting the applications to the CDER for different drugs. So FDA is having a lot of, more than 150,000 drugs are there. So many facilities to audit by FDA is not practically possible. So what FDA does, FDA performs risk-based assessment. So FDA performs the quality risk management of the facilities which are in the drug applications, and then based on that FDA uses as an inspection as a one tool. So inspection is just a one tool used by FDA. So FDA uses inspection as a one tool to help and ensure the facility and process quality. During the drug approval process, CDER uses a risk-based approach to determine which drug manufacturing facilities need to be inspected prior to approving the drug. So sometimes what happens, prior to approval of the drug, the facility need to be inspected, or sometimes what happen, even without inspection of the facility also the drug can be approved. This can also be possible. So for example, it is given here. So suppose there is an inspection typically conducted if the drug will be the first product made at a newly built facility. So suppose if it is the first time submission or first application, then definitely before approval the facility inspection will be there. But suppose there are a lot of products or drug substances are submitted and already the earlier approvals are given. So the next drug substance approval or the next application approval can be given without the inspection. So this evaluation, this decision is taken on the basis of the risk-based approach. Hope it is clear. So the next fourth responsibility is a drug will not be approved if investigators discover a significant quality issue during an inspection prior to approval. So if any critical observations are there or significant quality issues are identified during the inspection, then the drug application will be rejected. Critical manufacturing problems needed to be corrected before CDER can approve the drug. So whatever the critical issues are there or critical non-conformities are there, they need to be rectified or solved before before the approval. The next point with respect to CDER is, now the point is whether CDER means FDA will always do the inspection only. FDA inspections will be always there. No, it is not the case. Inspection is a one tool. That is what it is mentioned in the earlier slide, right? So how the CDER can ensure? So CDER maintain the inventory of all the facilities engaged in commercial manufacture of US marketed drugs, and they call it as a CDER site catalog. So CDER responsibility is to maintain the inventory of all the facilities which are engaged in commercial manufacturing of a US marketed drugs. You're getting my point? So that inventory or that list is called a CDER site catalog. Now all these sites to do an audit is not practically possible. So how the quality, consistency and safety is issued for the ensured for all the different drugs? Then most facility inspections are surveillance inspections, which assess whether the facility is operating with processes in place to assure a quality and is in compliance with the statutory and regulatory requirements. So most of the time there will be the surveillance inspection, but this is not the case always. This is not the case always. This whatever the surveillance inspections are there, they also will be the based on the risk base. So the point is, first when you submit the application, whether applications need to be approved prior to the inspection or after, or it can be approved without inspection, that decision is taken based on the risk based approach, right? Now the second aspect is, when it is discussed that surveillance inspections are there, the FDA inspectors need to do the surveillance inspections, then there are so many sites are there. So again, to prioritize the audits or prioritize the inspections, the CDER is performing the risk management. So how they consider the risk factors? So they consider that some aspects, on the basis of that they perform the quality risk management of the each site. So what are the parameters they consider? They consider history of the facility, recalls, quality complaints linked to the facilities, the type of drug manufacturer. So if the drug is like sterile, injectable, or the potent, or hormone, or carcinogenic, so based on all these aspects, the priority of the inspections will be decided. So if the history of facilities, that earlier the facilities having like warning letter, or company facilities having a lot of recalls or a lot of quality complaints, or you can say the facilities related to some manufacturing the critical drugs or sterile drugs and all, then definitely the priority of the inspection will be at top. Try to understand this. Many people actually know these things, whatever this point number 5, many people know, but they don't know the reference. Really it is a true or not, they just have the thought process. Yes, the FDA does the risk management, and based on the risk based approach they prioritize the audits and all, but where it is mentioned, so this is the guideline given by the FDA. Okay, I will share the guideline also in the last slide, so you can access that also. Okay, so the next is, yes, this thing I was telling the during the our discussion, that some drugs are the non-application drugs, means which are not without application they are in the market. So drugs which are marketed without the FDA approval application, so such as many OTC drugs or over the counter drugs, to ensure the quality and safety of a drugs marketed or sold in the US. So this type of drug also FDA inspects the manufacturer. So there are so many drugs, you can see these photographs, some are some cosmetics which are directly linked to the body, even you can see some the soft capsule with the multivitamins, or some product like you can say the um, consider as these product are not considered as a drug, but they consider as the nutraceuticals. So or the herbal basis of herbal based drugs. So these drugs are not required to have a pre-approval inspections and all. So without that, the drugs can be distributed in the US market. But this is not the case. That does not mean that FDA will not inspect the manufacturing facility. FDA will inspect the manufacturing facility if you are manufacturing the cosmetics or even the multivitamins or the herbal products or the nutraceuticals. This is what the point I want to make you clear. Okay. So these products are called uh, non-application drugs, or you can say the drugs marketed FDA approval. Okay. Now, what I was telling you, that whether the FDA is only evaluating the manufacturing side based on the inspection. So no. So CDER is having some other procedures also, like CDER may request document from the facility or request to remotely interact with the facility to evaluate the compliance with the required manufacturing practices. So sometime what happened, you may also have some experience, like CDR may send you the email and they may ask you some documents like validation document or some study documents or some key documents like a qualification or some environmental monitoring controls or records, or a contamination control concept records, or some facility design concept records. So they will ask some records, or maybe some analytical records, or maybe some audit trail review records. They may ask some they may request some documents, and then the company send this document to CDER. That documents are reviewed at their end, and based on that also they evaluate whether the facility and the process are complying the requirement or not. CDER also uses inspection information from regulatory parts in other countries. So you already know that there are the mutual recognition agreement with a lot of countries. So CDER is having the MRA, mutual recognition agreement, with so many countries. So they can take the that audit inspection report and a compliance report from the countries, and on the basis of the evaluation they may ask some questions to the facility remotely. You need to respond, and if the response is satisfactory and all, then based on that evaluation they can extend the certification for they can extend the audit timeline. So many companies, you may have some experience that the company already have some EU GMP audit or MHRA audit, successful satisfactory audits, but US FDA audit may be due. So in that case the CDER may request some may take the inspection information from the directly from the that particular agency under the mutual recognition agreement clauses, and then if they feel that the compliance or kappa given is not satisfactory or up to the mark, they will further ask site to provide some additional clarification on the non-conformities, and based on that they can extend the inspection timeline. These alternative tools to inspection allow CDER to obtain the information about manufacturing facilities without physically visiting the facility. You may already sharing some documents, or you might have already got some communications from the CDER about the things. So this is now practically started happening. Okay, whole point, right? CDER take action when there is a safety or quality concern. Yes. Now, okay, CDER is evaluating based on some MRA, mutual recognition agreement, or based on some document request evaluation, or based on some surveillance inspection. Suppose there is the problem with respect to the product safety and quality, then CDER will take action. CDER may recommend a company to recall its drug from the market, or add a company to an import alert to help stop potentially unsafe product from entering the US. CDER may issue a warning letter advising a company of their manufacturing violations. Please try to understand. different concepts. Okay, so if suppose that there is a quality concern with respect to this product, safety or quality concern with respect to the product, then company may say that you need to recall the goods. That means what? Whatever the goods are in the US market, that you need to go for force recall, right? Or import alert means the US will blacklist the manufacturer. So if you send the goods to US also, the goods will not be received in the US custom office. So the import of that particular product from that particular company will be closed or stopped. Further, company CDER may give the warning letters to the company. Hope you got the differences, right? Simple language I try to explain you. 9 point, CDER maintains an inventory of all drug marketed in the US, correct? It is called a CDER product catalog. They sample and test drug from this list based on the risk. So, you know, there are more than 150,000 drugs. 150,000 drugs. So they are not only doing the surveillance inspection or taking the inspection report and CAPA report from the other regulatory agencies under the mutual recognition agreement, or they will not just request some documents to evaluate at their end, but also what they will do, they will sample different from the different areas and they will test the drugs in their laboratory. Now, the criteria again for sampling will be based on the risk-based approach because there are 150,000 drugs. So it is not practically possible to sample all the drugs and all. So the best is the risk-based approach is followed. They select the products for sampling and testing based on the data received from FDA investigators, manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, as well as directly from the consumers and patients. So based on all the information, they identify where is the more risk and that type of samples are withdrawn and tested. But however, based on the data, the decades of sampling and testing, they have shown that the vast majority of legally marketed drugs meets the quality standards. This is the statement given in the guideline. So because they are doing this on routinely basis, routinely they are taking a sample, they are testing, they are taking the samples from the market, from the different pharmacies, and they are testing it. So they come to know that the vast majority of the samples which are legally marketed in US, legally marketed means which is already approved, and after the approval the product is marketed and all, this type of product meets the quality standards. Clear? And of course there is one additional point. If somebody or if some person is having some adverse events or adverse effect with respect to the drug or drug substances or drug product, then there is a medwatch form. They can fill the medwatch form and directly it will be submitted to the CDER. So immediately the CDER can take the action. So this is a tool medwatch where they can report any problem or concerns the patients have about the quality of a drug. So they can put in the medwatch form and it will be directly submitted to the CDER directly. No any intermediate, no any pharmacy, nothing. Yes, but you need to write the pharmacy name, from where you got the drug, what problem you face, everything you need to put in the medwatch form and you can just submit online to the FDA. This is all is given. You can see below reference is there. You can go through this reference. You will get all these points. Hope everyone is clear with respect to the things. Okay, and easy to understand language. I try to explain in a simple language so that everyone can understand. So just a brief about the YouTube membership program, because many people don't understand about the YouTube membership program. Basically, you can see when you go through the Hitendra Kumar Shah, YouTube channel. There you can see one you know tab is there, membership tab. You click it, you can find there are the GMP, CGMP and advanced GMP membership programs. So different membership programs are having a different facility. So for if I will say about the CGMP program second. So CGMP program, if you are registered with the CGMP program or advanced GMP program, then monthly basis one training topic you can select, and for that training topic you will get the training certificate also. The training certificate will be with the my unique trainer ID given by the government of India. Also with all these sessions there will be different discounts on the training programs conducted by me, and lot of different facilities are there under GMP and CGMP and advanced GMP. In advanced GMP even you will have the free doubt clearing sessions also in advanced GMP. So many people have the doubts and all, so they expect that they need to discuss the with the trainer for some long time to discuss and understand the things and all. They need to share their thoughts, and they need to exchange the thoughts between the trainer, and need to understand things with respect to the technical of course. So all these doubts or whatever, they have some doubts or they need some practical problems and all, so that they can get clarified with by the advanced GMP membership. So these are the basic things how you can access. Simple, it is shown in the picture. You can go through this picture. And finally, thank you so much for your kind attendance. Hope you understood the point. This is the YouTube channel Hitendra Kumar Shah. If you go through this YouTube channel, you will get a lot of learning videos. Please like this the video, so that the many people YouTube will share to the multiple people for their learning purpose. So if you give more likes and put more comments, it will the YouTube will understand that this is really the good learning for the pharma people, and this video recorded session will be shared to the multiple peoples. Okay. And if you want a similar type of trainings and all with respect to the pharmaceutical manufacturing and GMP aspects and all, then you can subscribe this YouTube channel. So that what happen, once you subscribe this YouTube channel, then you will get the notifications about our next upcoming training sessions. Okay. So if you miss any training session also, still you will get the notification, so you will not miss it. That is the benefit of subscribing the any YouTube channel. This is what the YouTube algorithm, so I am explaining you. Okay. Thank you so much. And let me go through the questions first. Thank you for kind attendance. Okay. So the questions are, I will share the copy of the presentation. Just a minute, I will share the link. Okay. So you can go through this link to download the training presentation. Okay. So CDER full form is already shared by Mr. Arun Kumar, Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. Thank you, Mr. Arun Kumar. See, if you are the member of CGMP and advanced GMP, then you can send me the email or contact me through WhatsApp also, no problem. About you can share me your name and a topic which you attended, and then I can arrange to send you the training presentation. Okay. Hope you got my point. So you have my email ID. The email ID is given in the screen, nadhgmp@gmail.com, or you can send me the WhatsApp on these numbers. Whatever, any way you can just contact me. You can share your name, full name, because the many people they will have the different names on their Gmail accounts. So basically you can share me the name and I will share you the certificates. Okay. Hope now you can hope everyone is now got the link to download the training presentation, right? Madhvi Rahate, hope you received the link to download the training presentation. Ultra Art, Motivational and Innovative, 1980 Smart. Everyone is Epuri 1980, Vikas Maithani, Amol Adekar, all in channel. Everyone is requiring the PPT. So hope you got the link to download the training presentation. So I think there are no any questions. So we need to now close this training session now. Okay. If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we can close this session. Thank you. Thank you so much and ensure all time compliance. Thank you so much.